The Queensland Deputy Premier, Stephen Miles, had spoken for the first time since securing the numbers to replace the outgoing Anastasia Palaszczuk. Let's bring in our Brisbane Bureau Chief, Adam Walters. Adam, the Premier in waiting, spoke just a short time ago. What's he had to say?
Yes, Ash, he was arriving at Queensland's Fire and Emergency Services headquarters to be briefed on the latest regarding Tropical Cyclone Jasper, but he had very little to say about his success in succeeding Anastasia Palaszczuk.
Obviously, the focus today continues to be on managing the cyclone response, and so our first meeting at 10 a.m. will be the Queensland Disaster Management Committee. We will focus first on preparing North Queenslanders, keeping them safe. We do have plans to do a longer interview later this morning, and so we'll be available. All of us will be available to answer questions then.
This is a realisation of a personal dream for you. How do you feel yourself?
Look, I love this state and I've been committed to serving this state for a long time. This has always been about Queenslanders, and this morning the focus is on keeping Queenslanders safe, so I hope you understand I have to go to that meeting.
Ash, despite the ambitions of the Queensland Health Minister Shannon Fentiman, Mr Miles said that his elevation to the top job was something that he had been contemplating but not taking for granted. It was sealed last night when his key supporters met powerful union leaders, including the reputed kingmaker Gary Bullock from the United Workers Union. He leads 150,000 workers across the Queensland public service, and at the end of the day, 5.5 million Queenslanders have had no say in who will be leading them before the election in October next year, and they include the federal opposition leader Peter Dutton, who says that the invisible backroom boys of the Labor Party have been undermining the democratic process in the Sunshine State.
I saw a comment yesterday from somebody in the Labor caucus who rightly pointed out that if Stephen Miles becomes Premier, which obviously now he will be completely and utterly owned by Mr Bullock and the union movement. And that is not what Queenslanders voted for.
Ash, just 24 hours ago, or less than 24 hours ago, Shannon Fentiman stood in this very spot outside Parliament House in Brisbane, swearing that she would be contesting the leadership. This is what she had to say.
I wouldn't be putting my hand up if I didn't believe I was the right person to take us to the election and I didn't have significant support within the party.
And those two words, Ash, significant support, are believed to have spooked the Miles camp, leading to last night's emergency talks, which sealed the fate of Mr Miles as the next Queensland Premier. Now, this morning, Shannon Fentiman conceded that this was not her time. She said it's clear that a majority of Labor members of Parliament will support Stephen Miles to be the next leader of the Labor Party and therefore the next Premier of Queensland, she said on Facebook. As a result, I will not be standing as a candidate for the Labor leadership when caucus meets on Friday. I want to congratulate Stephen and offer my support in the work ahead. Stephen is a long-standing friend and he will have my full support as Premier of Queensland. She went on to say, now is the time for unity. Ash.